Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing my May favorites, and I don't have that much to share with you this month. I read 8 books though, so if you're into reading, I have a lot of recommendations at the end of the video. One lifestyle thing, some makeup, but it's mostly self-care, skincare, body care type of products. But yeah, some makeup, one collection that I'm absolutely in love with. Also, I did film this makeup look in case you're interested in it. I just filmed it before I'm filming this, and it is inspired by Ariana Grande's wedding makeup. So if you're curious for a tutorial for that, I will link it in this video for you. I absolutely fell in love when I saw her wedding makeup, and a bunch of you DM'd me, so I had to recreate that. So I guess that's a favorite because I did it right now and I absolutely love it. But in terms of makeup, I cannot wait to dive in. Skincare, body care, lifestyle, 8 books. I think I'm going to recommend all of them. If you're curious to find out all these things, then just keep watching. The first product I have here for you guys is the Glow Recipe Avocado Ceramide Recovery Serum. If you guys been watching my channel this past month, you will not be surprised by this because this was my favorite thing I picked up in the Sephora haul. I'm almost done it actually. My friend Stephanie sent me hers that she got in PR that she's not using because I love it so much. So thank you so much, Stephanie, for refilling this already for me. But I did buy this during the Sephora sale, and I love this because I have sensitive skin and it helps with my redness in my face. It also helps build my skin barrier and just make it feel stronger so that when I am using even toners, my skin hasn't been reacting as much to products, so I feel like I'm able to better tend to my skin and make it just look better. Because normally I can't use a lot of skincare, and I would like to use toners and serums and things like that on my skin to help smooth it out because I do have texture, and I feel like this is finally helping me out and use products. And this specifically, I've noticed a major difference just in the redness. It like sucks it out of my skin. So this was my #1 thing this month, and highly recommend if you have sensitive skin, redness like me, maybe give this a try. I know a lot of people have had some success with this. And what I love about Glow Recipe is that they are more gentle, so you might not get results right away, even though with this particular product I did. They usually take a little bit longer, but it is more gentle on the skin, which I personally can really appreciate because I react to everything. So this was my #1. Absolutely love it. Highly recommend, as well as the bestsellers kit, which I don't have it all packaged. It's up in my bathroom. I took it out, but I do recommend that too. If you're curious about Glow Recipe, check out that little set because you can try out a bunch of different things. The sample sizes are pretty big in that. They're like deluxe sizes in there. They're still growing strong for me. I think it's about a 2-month supply for me personally, which I think is really good for the products that they have in there if you're using it daily. Another thing that took me by surprise is my love for this deodorant. It's the Sol de Janeiro Rio Deo. Love the name of it. And I loved it so much that my husband actually ended up trying it, and he fell in love with it too. So now we're both using this deodorant, not this one specifically. I bought him his own. So we have our own deodorants. We both smell like Rio Deo, a bonding moment. I like this because of the smell. Obviously, I'm obsessed with the original Boom Boom Cream smell. It smells incredible. It's intoxicating. Perfect for summer, a super warm, cozy scent, but has that beachy vibe to it. And this is really effective at keeping odor at bay because it has that really strong scent. I can smell this throughout the day. It doesn't dissipate at all on my arms. I can always smell this on me, and a lot of other natural deodorants I have to reapply throughout the day. This one I don't have to. It's aluminum free as well, which I know a lot of us are looking for. And this is one of those ones that truly work for me, the best I've honestly ever tried. And I wanted to pick up another one because I saw it was out of stock, and now I'm getting worried that they're not going to have it in stock by the time I run out of this because now I need this. I'm hooked. For lips, I got this a little bit ago. I'm also almost done this. And when I initially got this in PR, it was the thing that I didn't think was worth it. I hadn't tried everything yet. I was thinking to myself, a lip conditioner product I wouldn't pay this kind of price tag for. And now I'm eating my words because I have been absolutely loving this, and it is from La Mer. It is the lip volumizer, and I just love the shine this gives the lips, plus the nourishing qualities it has. I feel like my lips are really nice and smooth when I apply this. This is gonna sound really high maintenance. I apply this after I brushed my teeth. It has that peppermint scent to it, so I initially have this applied on my lips, And then right before I go to bed, I will apply my Laneige lip sleeping mask. That's how I keep my lips kind of in check, but I also like to wear this on days I'm not wearing any makeup in the morning because of the shine it gives the lips and just the hydrating qualities it has. It's my perfect daily go-to, plus I can wear this at night as well. It's a product that I didn't think I honestly would need in my routine, but I have fallen so in love with it. It smells so good because you guys know my thing for peppermint, especially before bedtime. I just think it's perfect after you brush your teeth or in the morning, like swiping this on. It doesn't like interfere with freshly brushed teeth. You know what I mean? So this is my go-to. As I said, I'm almost done this, which is so sad, but I would repurchase this again. That's how much I love it. And this was another shocking thing for me. I honestly didn't think I would like this. And it's the Fenty Beauty Bright Fix Eye Brightener. And you can use this as a concealer or a corrector. They have some shades that are more like concealers for me, though they do have a little bit of a brightening quality because the one I got is on the warmer side. But they do have those kind of peachy melon tones, which are good for correcting the under eyes, which I'm curious to try out now that I know the formula is really good. But I've personally just been using this as kind of a concealer illuminator type brightener product underneath my eyes. Not necessarily a corrector, just due to the shade I got. And this is in Deep Butter. I find a lot comes out at once, so you got to be really careful when you squeeze it out. I love the applicator. So this is ultra creamy, ultra hydrating. It just blends out like butter. It is so beautiful. It gives illumination just due to the kind of consistency, but also the color. So it has that kind of deep hydrating quality to it, which really illuminates my skin just because it's so hydrating, but also that color. So you can see on my hand, it just does wonders for just correcting that area, brightening it up. If you're similar to skin tone, check out number 7 Deep Butter. I think it works perfectly underneath the eyes. And I like this paired with the tinted moisturizer I've been using this month, which you will see next. And it is the NARS Pure Radiant Tinted Moisturizer. And I use the shade Mykonos Medium Zero. And this makes me so sad to see Mykonos because we were going to go back to Santorini for our 10-year, which is coming up in July. And I miss Greece so much. And we're not able to go this year, but we were going to be going in July. Making myself sad looking at this, but this is the tinted moisturizer I've been reaching for and really liking. I like this, again, because the formula is more on the hydrating side, but even though it is hydrating, it doesn't slip off my face because some tinted moisturizers my skin just eats up because it's way too hydrating and my skin needs it. So all the coverage and the formula just kind of disappears into my skin and doesn't really do much throughout the day. But this is one of those tinted moisturizers that blends in beautifully, gives me that hydration that I'm looking for, perfect color for me, but wears well on my skin. And this topped with just a light set of powder has just been my go-to everyday sort of makeup. And I just love the kind of healthy effect it gives the skin, looks super natural. So if you're looking for something really natural and light, moisturizing for the summer, this has been my go-to tinted moisturizer. Has a decent amount of coverage and just looks really natural on the skin. And these two paired together have been my daily wear products. Then I was totally out of a highlight phase and I got into highlight after this product. So I was purchasing a bunch of things from Stephanie's video that she did for Go-To Makeup, and I've wanted to try more of Nabla for quite some time. There's other products I even want to mention in this video, but this was my number one thing that I got from Beauty Babe when I picked up a bunch of products from there. And it is the Nabla Skin Glazing Glass Finish Glow Powder and Ozone. It is the most perfect formula for highlight. You guys know how I like these baked, really pressed down highlights that when you pick it up, it's super pigmented, but these sort of formulas I find just blend into the skin. Like these become one with your skin, so you can't even tell you're wearing a powder highlight. It just looks like your skin is beaming from within, and that's just a little bit, which I'm also wearing on my cheeks today. I just wanted a little tiny bit, but this is the type of highlight you can make beam. Like this is a really intense highlight. You can see, like you can really build it up, but it still gives that skin-like finish, which I think is really beautiful. It's my preferred kind of formula for highlight, and I had to give a shout out to this because if you like the same kind of highlights as me, you gotta check this color out because it is perfect. And then the last thing, oh, not necessarily. One of the last things in terms of beauty are the BK brushes that I got in PR. I have been loving these so much. I really love eyes and face. Like, I can't really tell you my preferred type of brush because I've been liking all these brushes. But I have to say my standout brush, which I know a lot of people really like, but I'm loving it too, is the BK Beauty 101 foundation brush. And I specifically like this because I always use, hold on, let me find it. I always use these Makeup Geek Kabuki brushes. And they no longer make these, but it had the perfect density. And every time I use one of these in a tutorial, you guys are like, what brush are you using? And it's this Makeup Geek brush. And I can't link it for you guys because it doesn't exist. Feeling the BK Beauty brush, it literally has the same sort of density. They're totally different shapes. I much prefer the BK Beauty one, but it has the same sort of density I'm looking for in a Kabuki foundation brush because I don't want anything too stiff. I also don't want anything too flimsy. So this is the perfect sort of density for me if you're looking for a really good Kabuki foundation brush and you always wanted to check out the Makeup Geek ones, which they no longer make. I highly recommend this one as a sort of dupe for that. Even though it's a totally different shape, it's honestly better, but it has that perfect density for blending in your foundation, and I love the angle of it. It's now my go-to foundation brush. I want a million of these in my collection. It's so, so good. Then I have to talk about this because in my my Will I Buy It video, I was kind of crapping on Colourpop because they always would come out with collections and nothing would interest me. And literally, it was the next day, I swear, or the day, like 2 days after, something like that. Something really close to that video. They announced the Barbie and Colourpop collection, which I immediately purchased the whole thing from. So Colourpop hasn't been doing it for me personally until they came out with this collection, and I literally picked up everything from it. So I wanted to actually use everything from that collection in a trying new makeup, so that will be coming up shortly, but I had to give it a shout out here even though you have not seen it on my channel yet. This is the mirror. Even the packaging, like, I'm keeping the packaging and putting it in my room as collector's pieces because that's how much I love the entire collection. But how stinking cute is this mirror? I cannot get over it. Just a little Barbie mirror. Like, you better believe you're going to be seeing this on my channel from now on. No other mirror is going to beat this one. And the packaging, I can't get over it. This is the palette. Like, look at it. Malibu Barbie, come on. The Colourpop gods have been listening and they fulfilled my wish of something that interests me. So that definitely was something I had to jump on. I loved Barbies as a kid, and the whole, like, literally everything about that collection I love. I would have loved to see blushes though, if I'm to be completely honest. I would have loved everything they could possibly have come out with for the Barbie collection, but I had to mention that if you guys didn't even hear about it from Colourpop, that is me in a collection. I just fell in love with that and had to mention it in my favorites. And then for lifestyle, I have one thing to mention, and it is my heating pad. It's a back massager or a pelvic heating pad that has vibration in it, and it gets so hot. I'm the type of person who always has it on the highest setting, and it's never enough for me until this heating pad. It's from the brand Comfier, I think. I got it from Amazon. I'll try and link it down below or find a similar option. The last time I tried to send the link for my friend because I kept raving about this, I couldn't find it on Amazon Canada, but I know they make similar ones. It has massaging ability in it, 2 different speeds, 3 different modes. Actually, I only ever use it on the one, and 2 different heat settings, and the hot setting on this actually will burn me if I leave it that hot. So I've never had a heating pad that gets up that hot for me specifically, and I need it hot, hot, hot. If you're looking for a heating pad, if you have lower back pain or pelvic pain, which are my 2 issues, then check out this heating pad. I love heat for my specific kinds of pain. It really helps me, and this has been my favorite heating pad I've personally found to date. And I've never had vibration with heat before, so the addition of that sidetracks your mind from the pain you have. Heat plus the massage, it's honestly so perfect. If you experience any kind of like pelvic or back pain like me, you need a heating pad, specifically this one, because I've tried a lot And yeah, lifestyle for me, this has been a savior for me when I have pain issues in my life. This is why I film in the morning when I'm not so chaotic. As soon as the night hours hit, I get a little bit weird. Anyways, let's go into my books, because apparently I read 8 books this month, which I didn't realize I was reading that much. I was actually surprised when I saw I had that many. So let's go over here. I have different sort of genres. I'm going to go through them kind of fast. So I'll tell you the names and my ratings for them. So the first book I finished reading was Recursion, and I really love this author. This was almost a 5-star for me. I put it as a 4 though, but if you are into kind of sci-fi, it's not totally sci-fi, because I know when I think of sci-fi, I'm like, I don't want to read that. But he's the type of sci-fi that I personally really, really like. So don't knock it until you try it. So Recursion was really good. I won't go into synopsis about the book, otherwise we'll be here forever. But that one was a 4-star, probably 4.5 star for me. Then we go into the book 4 Winds by Kristin, one of my favorite authors. And this book, I cannot see another book beating it this year. That's how good it was for me. It's about the Great Depression. The characters in this and the setting, it will take you away. Like, I cried. I loved this book so much. It was just so good. I finished this super quick. Literally the best book I've read this year. And I can't see anything beating it. And that's saying a lot. 5-star, hands down. This has set the bar to a new level of 5-star rating for me. So that is a pretty good read, if I have to say. So one book, if you could read the 4 Winds by Kristin. And then we have The Midnight Library, which was highly recommended to me. And this one took me a while to get in. I think the later part of the book was better for me, but it was a 3-star. Almost 4. Would I read it again? Probably not. But so many people like this book. But I'm not going to tell you to go out and read it, because it kind of, I don't know, everyone loves it. But for me, it was something about it that was missing for me personally. And then I read Sometimes I Lie, and that was a 4-star read for me as well. Really entertaining. We have Invisible Girl by Jewell, another 4-star, really entertaining book. I love her too. I read Shadow and Bone, which they have the Netflix series. I watched that, fell in love with it, and decided to read Shadow and Bone. I love the author of this. I've read another book from her before, Ninth House, one of my favorite books I've read, and I really like Shadow and Bone too. So I rated Shadow and Bone a 4-star because I read 6 of Crows next after that, and that was a 5 for me. 6 of Crows I definitely liked better than Shadow and Bone, even though I enjoyed them both. I know some people don't like Shadow and Bone as much, but it was pretty close to a 5-star for me. But 6 of Crows, if I had to recommend one, would be that one for that author. It was really, really good. And then I just finished reading something a little lighter for me that I don't typically read. It's a rom-com type of book, and it's called The Hating Game. I thought it was super cute, and I liked the 2 people in it who were in this weird relationship. That's all I'm going to say. And I gave that a 4-star, probably a 4.5, because I did thoroughly enjoy it. Those were the 8 books I read this month, and my kind of little thought process on there. If you guys are not following me on Goodreads, it's just my name, Cheryl Kisielewski. You can follow me on my account. That's where I put all the books that I am currently reading. And I do rate them. I don't write reviews on them on that app. I just rate them out of 5 stars. And you can also see the books that I want to read next on there as well if you want to kind of read along with me. But that is everything for my May favorites. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have not subscribed already, I would love for you to do so by hitting the red button to join the family. I would love to have you. The bell if you want to be notified of all my future videos. And I'll see you guys in my next one.